Who am I? My name is Bridgitte. Come today to do some readings. I had this really interesting thought yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. So, how I've always viewed us as humans, when I think of a human, is as a tree. So if I was to advise someone to do meditation or something, then I would explain, especially if they can't go out, to imagine roots growing out of your feet and growing to the center of the earth. So I was like, that's how I've always seen it. And then this weekend it was shown to me in a different way. And I was like, oh, this is odd. This is really odd. So I've been sitting with it a little bit since yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it Saturday? It was Saturday. I think it was Saturday. And I've been sitting with it. And then today I've spoken about it a bit. I spoke to my husband about it on Saturday. And then today I went for my morning walk. And I was talking about it with the lady that I walk with. And then I got back and it was like just going around in my mind. And I'm somebody that I like a sound wall. I like being able to speak and just speak because things come out of us. And in them moments, it brings a lot of clarity to me. I find more understanding and yeah. So what happened was the thought that came to me, which is the completely new perspective of what I've ever known, is that we are the root. We are the root. Not the tree. We are the roots. Well, we're all of it, really. But we are the roots. If our body, our thoughts, our emotions are not doing well, which are the roots, the tree can't do well. And the tree, for me, is everything outside of us. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? How are you? I'm talking about an experience that I had. I've come today to do free live readings. So if you're interested, definitely let me know and we can do that for you. But I'm just talking about an experience I had this weekend. I've always viewed us as humans as a tree. And that we need the roots to grow out from us. But this weekend, I saw it differently. I saw it that we are the roots. Because everything comes from us. Everything is about us. Hey, Marshall from India. You're a veteran of World War I. Wow. And World War II. You're 100 and you're from Italy. Nice to meet you. A 100, wow. Yeah, so I have this whole new concept in my mind and it was very interesting. So if you would like a reading, let me know. Just comment, let me know that you would like one so that I can come to you. I use a variety of different things. My name is Bridgitte. I'm from the UK. I live in Spain. So today we're in Italy and we're in India. I'm great, thank you, Marshall. And you? So I use a mixture of tools to do the readings. I have a standard deck of cards. I have Show Me cards, which are energy animals. And we have the calabash, which is names, songs, quotes, and energy animals. They're my own little things that come through me that I've put into a little bundle to be able to bring extra messages. So if you would like a message, let me know. And I can give you a message. Yeah, so us being the roots, it's like you're fine at present. You're surviving. Surviving's good. It's alive. Although even when we're dead, we're alive. We're energy. Energy doesn't die. Yeah, so the idea of us being roots was really powerful to me, because it's like, but without the roots, I know that I've seen it like we are roots, but now with this new way that we are simply the roots, it's like the amount of work that we have to do to keep our roots healthy for me has changed considerably. It's changed. There's a lot more work that needs to go into creating healthier roots. Yeah. Because everything stems from us. Dummy. Who's the dummy? What's the dummy? What's that about? Have I been to India? I haven't been to India. My husband has been to India. He went to Rajasthan some years ago, but I haven't been to India yet. I say yet. I've not been to many places yet, but the plan is to go everywhere. That's the master plan. No place left unexplored. So if you would like a reading, please let me know so we can do some readings. You're one of them people that come here to try and annoy me. I don't get annoyed by silliness like this. This is like, come on now. Well done. Hey Astrid, how you doing? How was your weekend? So glad to catch me. Thank you. So glad to catch you. How are you doing? How was your weekend? How have you been? How is life treating you? You was in, oh yeah, you did say that you were going, but how was that? And so fantastic. Okay. Nice one. I live in Spain. I am from the UK, but I live in Spain. I've been in Spain for 12 years now. Sad to be back in Miami, but many new amazing things. That's nice. Okay, it was great. That's nice. That's nice. It's nice when you go away and you enjoy yourself a lot. And you come back and it's like any thought about it just brings that feeling of happiness and joy and niceness. It's very nice when we've got that. Way better than expected. That's nice. It's nice. It's nice when we're surprised as well, no? It's nice. I'm here to do some free energy readings. If you are interested, comment so that I know that you would like one and I can come to you. Help you to know where you are energetically, why you're there, ways of helping you come out of it. It was wonderful. That's really nice. Really nice. I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas one time. It was it was nice. I met one guy there. It was so funny that every time I spoke, I'm from the UK. I was born in the UK. My dad is English. I was raised in the UK. I grew up in the UK. I don't like raised. I am an animal, but yeah. So I met this guy and he just refused to believe that I was from England. He thought that I was putting on my accent and that I was really American. And I found it so funny because it's like, I don't even know how to speak American. I don't know. it's like if I'm watching something, then I'm the way that somebody says something, I might copy how they've said it, a word, but not like a send. I can't talk with an American accent. I found it so funny. And he didn't believe me. It was like, you're just messing around with me. You're just messing. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, that was a really nice night though. I had a nice time that night. I went with my mother-in-law and she come looking for me. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning and I was there fluffing around and I come out the lift and she's sitting there. They'd been calling my name over the antennas and everything. Like, mummy, please, I'm good. If I don't come back on time, because there is no time for me, I mean, I'm an adult, just go to sleep, you're good. Don't worry about me. It was so funny. Yeah. Anyway, my embarrassing story. Astrid, I don't know about a reading for you. I did a reading for you not long ago. For me, doing another reading for you, it's not really something I do. I don't feel comfortable doing it simply because it's not long ago that I did a reading for you. But we can talk, we can have conversation. If there's something that you'd like advice with or you'd like to talk about something, then we can do that. I don't have a problem with that. Because conversations are really nice as well. They help us to see things differently, change perspectives, open us up. That's really nice as well. But actually a reading, because I did one recently, it is a totally different energy. Yeah. The thing is that, all right, you could be in a totally different energy, and you probably are because you've just come away from a great weekend. So, I mean, whoa, that's something to feel really good about. But it doesn't take away that the things that I explained within the reading are still relevant. Then beliefs will still be there. They haven't gone anywhere. You're just on a high at the moment. So your energy feels high, and that's great. And if you stay there, then super duper fantastic. But at some point, you will come down, and then beliefs will still poke at you. They'll still poke at you. So there's still things to look at and work on in the process while you're high, because that's a really good time to see all of these things when you're high, because we're less judgmental when we're high. We're more loving, we're nurturing, we have all that love oozing from us, no? So it's a really good place to be and look at self. You guess you was wondering about this new connection. Okay, so you've met someone. Okay. You came down as soon as you got home. The holiday blues. So you've met someone, and I mean, you didn't really say anything, but you've said a lot. Well, not sure how to go about this convo, but I guess. So I'm assuming you met someone, but you're not really sure how it's going or whether it's going or whether it's going to become. I guess wondering about this new connection. I have the belief that when something's meant for us, it will come to us, and things come to us very easily when they're meant for us. It was very interesting and insane. Okay, so it was like an intense connection. It was like you've known each other forever, and it was magical. One of them kind of moments, no? Yeah, I think I believe that. Number one, I believe that everything happens for a reason. And I believe that we meet people at the right time to be able to grow in whichever way we're meant to at that moment. And I believe that when somebody's meant to be in our life, that they will be in our life because that's what's meant to be. And when they're not meant to be, they won't be because that's what's meant to be. And I have that belief in life as a whole of not kind of getting too attached to something because maybe that attachment isn't meant to be. Maybe it was just, for example, sometimes we're meant to see somebody the same as ourselves simply to be able to see ourselves because we don't see ourselves. And this person sounds like they were kind of like a mirror of you. Is that how you see it? Were they like a mirror to you? Did it help you to see you? And sometimes when we have them kind of connections, they're so forceful and so strong that it feels like something super duper. And it is something super duper because it's that you've seen yourself. That is super duper. And when we see that from somebody else, it's this connection that is undeniable because it's not many people that can do that for us. They felt that way of you first. Okay. Yeah. But sometimes it's literally because you're meant to be able to see yourself, and sometimes it's to go a bit longer, and sometimes it's not. But for me, it's all about you enjoying the idea of this person, you enjoying the connection you had, you enjoying the it was clearly something that really struck you. So the feeling of that, so that you're empowering yourself to have more experiences like this. If anybody else would like a reading, let me know so that I can do a reading, because I am here to do readings. I'm just having a conversation with Astrid. Please feel free to join in the conversation if you have anything to add, because, I mean, we all have our own insights, no? Well, they felt that way for me first. And, well, as we kept talking and hanging out, it was quite clear. We're two weirdos who haven't met one like the other. But, yes, yeah. It's really nice when you have those moments. It's really nice. Yeah. And it's like soul family. It's you meet people because of this thing that they're there to give you at that moment. And that moment can be a second. And that moment can be a lifetime. But it's a moment because it's a lifetime, not lifetimes. Although we keep touching, we keep reconnecting with these people through the different lifetimes, and it's still that we're growing, we're learning from each other. So I would see it as, I mean, if it's meant to continue, it will continue, but enjoy that feeling of how special that connection felt, that you felt understood, because I think that was why you connected so well, because both of you felt understood. So enjoy that feeling of being understood, because then you will attract more of being understood and understanding yourself as well. No problem, Astrid. You take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day at work. And good luck with your connection. But, I mean, the connection feels nice already. So just enjoy the feeling. Enjoy the feeling and let the feeling expand. Let the feeling expand, and that's what brings in more. I know it's not easy, but I mean, we're energy. We're energy. The human wants to control, and yeah, but I want to call him. I want to do this and I want to do that. But energy does magic. Energy is magic. Thank you. Who else is here? Where are you guys at? Where am I in the world today? I've been in Miami. I've been in India. I am in Spain. Where are you today? And who am I talking to? Who's here with me? Who are you? Adriana, hello. How are you? Toscano. Till next time, Astrid. Till next time. Where are you from, Adriana? Where in the world are you? And would you like a reading? I'm here to do readings, guys. I'm really excited about doing them today as well, because along my way to, I walk every morning. My walk this morning was spectacular. The sky was absolutely stunning. It was so nice. It started off all purpley and reds, and then it went to oranges and yellows and pinks. It was just glorious. And I was having conversations with my friend who I walk with, and there were just so many synchronicities happening around us. I was like, I can't wait for the live today to have some of these synchronicities happen in the live, because it was fantastic. And when synchronicities happen, it's like, ooh, I like this, I like this. California, sure. Oh, you're from California, nice. All right, so I'm with you, Adriana. I don't want to force you. I feel like, thank you for sharing your energy. She's like, sure, all right, I'm here, why not? All right, Adriana, and you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to connect to your energy. Adriana. Oh, you don't want a reading? No, thank you. You don't want a reading. You were just passing by when I hear words of wisdom. Okay. All right, next time. Oh, you do what? Would you like a reading? Let's thingy. You would like a reading? I'm going to wait for you to answer before I say anything else, so that we're answering with... All right. Great stuff, Adriana. So you were passing by, heard words of wisdom. You're like, all right, I'll just stay here. Let's see what words of wisdom come from me. Great idea. Great idea. All right, Adriana. This happened the first time when I was connecting with you. Then I let go because I wasn't sure you wanted the reading, and it's happening again. It's this feeling in my body. When I can explain the feeling, I'll share the feeling. At the moment, I can't explain the feeling. Adriana. Can't shuffle the cards either. Adriana. I'm not, I want to shuffle the cards, but I can't. It's like I'm being stopped from shuffling the cards, so I'm... It's like I need to express what I'm feeling, but I'm not sure of what that is. So, yeah, when I figure it out, It feels like, let me just speak. It feels like... what does it feel like? This is a very visual explanation of what I'm feeling, because I don't know how to explain it any differently to what I'm going to do. So it's like, let's say you have something. Let's say you have a smoker, and the smoker has a cup, and then they blow the smoke into the cup, and then they hold it there. So you've got a cup full of all this smoke. And what I'm feeling for you it's kind of like there's a point here. I'm going to say my heart. And it's like there was something that happened to... That's not the right word. Something that happened... I feel like... Sorry. I feel like something happened around you that led you... I don't feel that this is recent either. That led you to close your heart off. It could be because the feeling that I initially got, that type of feeling, when I get it, I always associate it to somebody that's passed. So it could be that somebody passed, and through them passing, you closed yourself off because it was too difficult to open yourself up. It could be that. I'm not really sure of this feeling that I have. It's a very interesting feeling. It could be somebody passed from a heart attack, but I don't really feel that. But because I'm being drawn to the heart and this feeling of the heart, but that doesn't really resonate with what I'm feeling. It's just something it could be, but it doesn't really... Yeah. I don't think it's that. I feel like it's more you having closed off your heart, and I'm able to shuffle. So we're getting somewhere. Let's see what the cards say. Adriana, may this reading be for the highest good of Adriana. Adriana, may you receive the information you need, and may be open to receiving it. Ooh, nice card to fly out. Wow. The 8 of Spades. Hey, Gravy. Hey, Lash. How you doing? Let me get a couple of these for you, Adriana. May this reading be for the highest good of Adriana. May you receive the information you need. May you be open to receiving it. You got a lot that come out. That one's stuck. Let's get it. All right. So we got the 8 of Spades. The spades for me are a spirit message, and the 8 is a message around universally inspired changes. So it tells me that your world is changing around you. It tells me that manifestations are coming to you. It's your time of manifestations, because the 8 is manifestations. The 8 is really interesting though, because the 8 is about manifestations coming in, but it doesn't mean that we always see the manifestation at that moment. Sometimes what happens with the 8 is, let's say, for example, you had a partner, but you have been asking for... You've been asking for a partner, but the things that your partner has are not the things you're asking for. So you're asking, maybe, for example, let's say you want patience, you want affection, you want more respect, you want more love, you want whatever it is, you want more attention, whatever it is. But the person that you're with, that's the expectation, that it comes from that person, because that's who you're with. But with the 8, many times it's that relationship will break up for who you have been asking for to come on your path, to be able to open that door for you to receive this person. So the 8 is very interesting. I have put the example around a relationship, but it could be anything. It's this transition of receiving kind of thing. It's letting go of something that no longer serves to be able to receive something that is what you have wanted. It is a spirit message, so it could be anything. Let's see what the Calabash messages are saying. Look, you got another 8. We got 18, which is 9. 18, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3. 3 and 9. 3 and 9. The 8 has 12 spades on it. So I counted them. It comes to 3. Yes, I have heard that with other readings. Okay. All right. So the 18 is 9. So it tells me that what's happening with you is being very specific now with this change that you're experiencing. This change is one of your roots. The roots for me are our human self. The roots are our belief system, how we feel about ourselves. And what's changing for you is the number 9. It makes so much sense what I was feeling at the beginning now. I've said the number 9. The number 9 is about somebody that... The message for the number 9 is, come on in out of the rain. It's somebody that is kind of in a shed and it's miserable and cold and it's raining in this shed. It's got no roof, so you're getting wet. It don't feel good. But you are confident in this shed. You're independent in this shed. You feel in control in this shed. You don't have to ask anybody for anything, and nobody needs to come and bother you about anything. This is where you're very likely to have left home very early and created that independence for yourself. And that will be because of the environment you're coming from. You're coming from people that have hurt you, lied, cheated, used you. So it feels... And what happens in that environment is our heart gets closed. We stop opening it to people. We stop that process, which is us in the shed, not being able to open our hearts. But this is a process of you changing that, because you have the 1 here, which is a root. You are working on a root. You have the 8, which is manifestations. So this is something that you've wanted for a while. You've been wanting to work on your emotional trauma, how you react to things emotionally, because within relationships, this would have been difficult relationships. With a 9 relationship, it's a lot of tug and war, a lot of, I really want you, because you do love the person, you do want the person, but at the same time as wanting this person and loving this person, you've got insecurities. And as long as there's a possibility of this person letting you down, or as long as you've got an insecurity in you and a worry about this person letting you down, you're going to push them away. Having peace. Yeah, so that's basically what it's creating for you, a peace around the emotions that you've experienced and letting them go, like an autumn tree that is now ready to let go of the leaves that no longer serve it anymore, so that when spring comes, the tree is able to bring in all of the new, because the tree is open to receiving the new, because it's no longer holding on to what has been. We have... I'm loving this. All right, the hiccups, it said. Hiccups. Hiccups for me are a representation of see beyond your reality, which is the 8. The 8 is the manifestation. But if you cannot see the work that you've put in and believe that the manifestation is yours, how does it get to you? It's again the belief system. The belief system of what you're capable of receiving, what you're capable of having. And like I said, with the 9, you're not someone that has been open to asking for help, and you have not been open to receiving help. See beyond your reality is requiring you to not allow these emotions of what you can't see or what you believe maybe or what could come, but what you're creating. See what you're creating and see it in the best way possible for you to continue to walk toward what you're bringing into your world. And the biggest thing for you will be open to receiving it. open yourself up. You have 2 8s here. And you have see beyond your reality. It's like, come on now. Be open to receiving it, because it's not always easy to receive. And I feel that you're someone that struggles to receive. You want to understand the unknown. It's beautiful to want to understand things, and especially the unknown, but it's not always that we can see. See beyond your reality is your imagination is super duper powerful, and your imagination is seeing beyond your reality, because your reality will only show you what's in front of you, realistically, how your ego perceives it. But your imagination will show you all possibilities. So it's really about you stepping forward with your imagination, seeing beyond the reality, to know that what you are creating is little by little by little coming into your world in all these different little ways. You might not even see them as they're coming, these little stepping stones. You might not even notice them, but they're coming. And little things that you're learning along the way that are helping you to be able to receive. We have a name, Chantel, breathing problems. Breathing problems. I'm not sure if that's you. Generally, when a name comes up for me, I don't connect the name to somebody that's dead, but I connect the name to a message for somebody that has passed. So for you, I feel that you have somebody with you that has passed, that very likely passed from not being able to breathe. Asthma, for example, COPD, that type of thing. That type of thing. See beyond your reality, yeah. The Northern Timber Wharf, put yourself out there. You're a heavy smoker. Okay. The Northern Timber Wharf, put yourself out there. I mean, see beyond your reality is putting yourself out there, isn't it? If you see it in that way, it's putting yourself out there, not being so rigid in what your physical world is showing you, but allowing yourself to see all the possibilities and going after them, not feeling restricted about what the possibilities are. I feel that part of this message as well, because I did mention it earlier, is the 3, which is from this 8. The 8 has 12 spades on it, which is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. So I feel like a lot of this put yourself out there is you're quite different. You're a unique person. We're all unique. I believe us all to be unique, but I also believe that some people hide a lot of their uniqueness, but you don't necessarily hide all of your uniqueness. You're a bit comfortable with it, and you don't mind it coming out every so often. Not necessarily that you're completely comfortable, because the message for the 3 is in search of a oneness. It's a message of looking outside of yourself to be complete, when you are complete as you are because of who you are, not needing anything else. And I feel that that's really relevant to you. The 3 is also about creating, which means that it's going to be connected to your imagination. It's going to be connected to what you're creating to bring into your world, what you see to bring into your world, how you view things to bring into your world, and where your roots are with them things that you're wanting, because the roots are about whether you're able to achieve bringing them things into your world. So I feel the 3 is really important for you, and I feel this is your advice. We have the name Christian, laid back, positive attitude. Yeah. Let me see what the other ones say. We have the Joker. The Joker is another number 1. It says in control at the top, and it says controlling at the bottom. So we already spoke about the number 1 here. I said it's the roots. Now we're being shown the controlling is part of the number 9 as well. Because when we've restricted ourselves in this place of independence and withdrawal, we don't want to be hurt by anybody anymore. We don't want anybody to kind of we just don't want to be hurt. And it's like, no, I'm not going to allow anybody to hurt me anymore. And that generally leads to somebody that's controlling, which is the Joker. Controlling control is the message for the Joker. So what it tells me is that you tend to put a lot of energy into controlling what's going on around you rather than what's going on within you. You're more reactive than responsive, if that makes sense. In control, controlling. When we're in control, we're in control of ourselves, our emotions, our thoughts. When we're controlling, we're not in control of inside. We're wanting control of everything but ourselves. So this is asking you, well, it's asking you to look at that, but it's also showing you that it's something that's happening within you. There's some inner battles happening within you around control and around how much control you need. There will definitely be things in your life, especially with the eights, that are manifesting around you that are showing you about your control. Finding the balances between, yeah. For me, the control exterior to us is an inspired action. It's an inspired action. When we take control of what's going out, take control of what's going on outside of ourselves, that's a controlled action. But when we're doing it from a place of love, it's an inspired action. When we're doing it from a place of trust, it's an inspired action. The Joker is somebody that was raised in an environment that was quite controlled, not quite controlling, that was controlling. Look, we have heavy smoker, short of breath, heavy smoker. It just confirmed what you said, a heavy smoker. The fact that this has come out and it's come out around the spirit message, I do feel like it is guidance to you to how can I say it? Because I don't, when spirit speaks to us, I never feel, I don't feel that they speak to us through fear. I don't feel that they speak to us through judgment, because it's all love. So there isn't all of that there. But the fact that these two things have come out, breathing problems and heavy smoker, I feel like within your energy, because this is about you, you are seeing problems with your smoking. You are seeing the effects of your smoking, and it's within your energy. It's like there's this idea of you stopping smoking, and the control will not help with that, because the control is a habit for you. So the control is there already of, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But I feel for you, it's like it's part of what's coming out of your life. It doesn't feel like it's going to be there a lot longer. Yeah, so that's your message. Put yourself out there. Explore, do things, don't hide away, don't limit yourself. That's what all of this is about, really. It's kind of like all the same message, and kind of see beyond your reality, be in control, laid back, positive attitude, manifestations at your door, universally inspired changes is the message for the 8. And put yourself out there. It's like you have something that is coming to you that is a big thing, a big manifestation. And this is like you not wanting to control it to the degree that you're stifling it, and yeah, allowing it to come to you and allowing yourself to go out there and get it also. Put yourself out there. So yeah, you're doing a really good job. You're experiencing a lot of growth at the moment. So there may be these moments of imbalance, and you're not really sure of where you are, but you're moving to a place that you will be sure of where you are, because you're coming from the 8, the manifestation. You'll go to the 9, which is opportunities that come from the 9. And you'll be back on the 1, which is that there's changes that are happening, and you've got these ones already. So it's like you're in this process of change, and it's just being able to give yourself the patience to be able to go through the change without being hard on yourself, or without, I don't think for you it's about being hard on yourself. I think it's about withdrawing yourself and needing that control. Keep yourself connected to something more than yourself, nature, whatever it, meditation, whatever it is, your way of bringing yourself back to self. It will definitely have a creative element to it, because we have the 3. And keep giving that to yourself so that you help yourself going through this process. Great job, Adriana. Right, let me see what you guys are saying. I want to... Thank you, Adriana. Our actions shape reality that creates the opportunities for understanding our purpose. In our reactions is where we find meaning. Sorry, I have no control. That is why I want peace. But you can't have peace when you seek control. Peace is not in control. Peace is in letting go, not in control. As long as you want control, it means that you don't believe you are in control when you are the one in control. Everything is a projection of you. So if your world around you is not looking in control, it's because you are not in control, not because your world is not in control. It's because you aren't. You're not trusting the process. You're not allowing the process to happen. You don't think it's working the right way. It's trust in what is going on around you, and trust that it's all taking you to a better place, and that the lessons you're learning through this process will help you as you're going towards this place. I remember you, Nick. Of course I remember you. I remember you calling me shaman. That's why I remember you. If you didn't say shaman, I might not have remembered. But because you said shaman, how can I forget you? The energy is profound in this instance, yes. Individualism has been blurred and focused on the intent of the reading. I don't actually believe us all to be individual. I believe us all to be unique, but I don't believe us to be individual. I believe we are all connected. There is no separation. We are all one, but we are unique because we vibrate at different energies, at different frequencies. We are attracted to different things. We like different things. So our uniqueness is in our ability to create different, because of how we see the world, because of our perception of the world. But I don't believe us to actually be an individual. I think that we're all one. My energy, your energy, we are all one at this moment. We are all connected here. And our energies are all working together here. And as long as we're in the same frequency, then everything is working at the same, no? Expressions of greater understanding. Yeah, I love energy. I love talking about energy. I love questioning energy and questioning how energy affects us and ways of raising our vibration. So if I'm not feeling good, then not even setting the intention to raise the vibration, but just understanding why I'm in that vibration. Where has that come from? What is creating that vibration for me? What is what insecurity, because that's generally what it is, what insecurity, a belief system about self is bringing this is bringing this to light? What is it? And I'm constantly searching myself for understanding of energy, of vibrations, of how it impacts us, how it impacts the people around us, how it impacts our body. Yeah, because energy is everything. It's like we think of ourselves as this, but we are everything. We are energy and is everything. It's like we're so much more than we give credit to the human form. We're so much more than we believe ourselves to be, and we have so much more power than many will believe themselves to have. But little by little by little, you start connecting to yourself, to the source that you are, and it's unbelievable what you will discover about yourself and how your world can change. This morning I had this little discussion with myself. I was like, I don't even, I can recognize my old self in other people, but I can't see her. She's not there. I can't like look back and think, oh, and I behaved like this or this, unless it was something that really caught my attention and I remember. I'm not remembering anymore, but I'll see other people behaving in certain ways. Oh, I used to behave like that. Yeah. Oh God, that was a horrible place. That was a really horrible place. And just the growth that has happened. And sometimes it's really difficult to see ourselves outside of seeing ourselves in other people because of the growth that you've experienced. I found it really amazing. I was like, but that doesn't make sense to me because I remember everything. But it's like I can't. I'm beginning to forget the vibration, lower vibrations, how heavy they could feel when everything is on top of you, which is the 9. All of them emotions and a rucksack carrying around all day, every day. It just, it was heavy. It's amazing how much we can change just through doing simple little things for ourselves to help ourselves shine, nurturing self so that we can shine is astonishing, really is. The duality is important because our purpose is specific in our individual expression. For me, the contrast is everything for us humans to understand, because we need something to help us because we're a bit stupid. We are a bit stupid. But when we allow the universe to help us, then it becomes a bit easier. But as humans, we're very closed off. We're very limited. We don't, and that is the contrast for me of the yin and yang. It's like the human part of us is the whatever the dark side would be, and the light side is the energetic part of ourselves. But that is everything to us, because if we do not like something, we do not appreciate something, we're seeing lack. That's all in negative. That's the duality. But as long as you can see the lack, you can see positivity, you can see the abundance. And that's something that we all have the ability to do, but most of us don't use it. But if you can see lack, you can see abundance. We don't have to sit in one. We don't have to sit in the lack. The lack is there to show us what we enjoy, what makes us feel good, what we enjoy listening to, who we enjoy being around, what kind of energy, frequencies we enjoy being around. Yeah, and it's about working from that place of enjoying the contrast and understanding the contrast, and helping you to get to what you enjoy. And then when you get into lower vibration again, sometimes I get into lower vibration as well. And when I get into my little lower vibration, like I said, I just look at myself, well, what's going on here? What's happening? What am I insecure about? What is going on that is creating this resistance? Where is this resistance coming from? Because everything for me, for human beings, is about resistance, because we live in fear. Our instincts generally, depending on how we think, but I mean, it goes through fight, flight, or paralysis. That's our instinctive mode. No, it's not to, hey, everybody, I'm here, to a whole load of people holding guns. That's not what we would do. So our instinct is to move with fear. But when we're connected to source, the instinct changes, and it's now working through love, and it becomes something very, very different. And the energy around you becomes something very different, and we become something very different, and the people around you become something very different, and your world becomes very different, and everything changes. Both God exists in all possibilities and contradictions and has existed. However, nothingness in non-existence inherently. Both God exists in all possibilities. Yeah, I mean that's like is I use negatives and positives because it's very easy to explain where we are energetically. It's very easy to explain, to understand how someone's feeling, but I don't actually believe in good and bad. I was having this conversation with myself this morning as well, which is really weird. But I was having this conversation about murder. Murder for me is the worst. I can't think of something worse than murdering somebody else, taking somebody else's life. And there's a lot of bad things out there. But for me, that's the worst because, I mean, you're taking a life. So it was like, but we're all capable of murder. If you ask me, am I capable of murder? I would want to say no. No, I'm not. I'm just love. But am I capable? Of course I'm capable. If somebody's there trying to kill me, I'm going to pick up whatever I can pick up and hit that person as hard as I can. Would my intention be to kill them? Not necessarily, but if that's what happened in the process of me trying to protect myself, because that's what we do as humans, our whole thing is to protect our own existence, then that means that the possibility is there. It could happen. And I was thinking, we're all capable of this. We are all capable of it. I don't know how many people admit to the fact that they are capable of doing it, but we are all capable of this. And then where does the judgment sit then? Or I'm not really into judging things. It's like I said, there is no right or wrong. But me saying it would be self-defense, I'm justifying it. The same as anybody else would be. Whoever murdered somebody else has their justification. What makes one right or wrong outside of your own perception? Yeah, it's wrong or right is interesting. Accepting the compre. You like these long words? I feel like I need a dictionary. Accepting the incomprehensibility is peace. Accepting the incomprehensibility is peace. Oh, what you don't understand is peace. Do not be content in completion. But there is no completion, is there? Is there completion? Do not be content in completion. Be content in curiosity. That's an interesting comment, because what is complete? I don't necessarily believe in completion, because everything is always expanding. There's always growth. Everything is always moving. So is anything ever complete? Does anything have like a final, okay, it's done now, that's it? It's like, even when you think that it's done, something can come up years later that a little tweak or something that makes this particular thing better. So although it's the same thing, it's still expanded on the idea of what was. So I'm not sure about completion. I don't know that things actually come to an end, or that are ever completed. Not that they don't come to an end. I don't believe that they're ever completed. Sending good vibes. Thank you for your vibes. Words are constructive and are really just a derivative way to convey meaning to each other on our own collective experiences. They manifest. It's a form of enchanting. I love that, because I think of words as spells. And I like that when we write, or when you write a word, it's called spelling. I really like that. And your comment is like that. They manifest. It's a form of enchanting, practiced with greater discipline by our ancestors. All can be truth based on the exactly. That's the thing with wrong and right. It depends on who's looking at it. It depends on their experiences. It depends on their ideas. It depends on so many things. It's all subjective, and once something's subjective, it's like that's when we have to agree we're different. If you're wanting to get, but I'm right and you're wrong, then it's never going to work. It's never going to work, because I mean, we're different. Ironic, perplexing paradox. Gravy, you're so interesting. Your words are, you write in a very interesting way. Good morning, Sarah. How are you doing? In a very interesting way, Gravy. You have an interesting mind. Very interesting mind. All right. Does anybody want a reading? I am here. I should be going, but if anybody would like a reading, then I will do one more before I leave. Otherwise, I'll be off. And I'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. CET. I'll be back every day. I'm on Monday to Friday, 12 a... No, I'm not up at 12 in the night. I'm not. 12 p.m. CET. For something like the law of attraction, it can be thought of as shifting the timeline of an alternate dimension in front of your, that came just in time, in front of your intent, where it is true to your desires. Devaya, I'll come to you. For something like the law of attraction, it can be thought of as shifting the timeline of an alternate dimension. In front. For something like the law of attraction, it can be thought of as shifting the timeline of an alternate dimension in front of your intent, where it is true to your desires. Okay. I had to see it. I have to form kind of little visual things in my mind, and it was like, okay, but energy definitely moves faster than what we are able to move. So that with the law of attraction, we have sent out what we've asked for, and that's in the ripples of our frequency, of our vibration, which means that that's what's going to come back to us, but we don't necessarily see it. And that could be perceived as another dimension. Interesting. Where it already exists, but everything already exists. Everything already exists. It is interesting. It is interesting. That's the thing. When we're creating using our imagination and our thoughts and our emotions, and we're sending it out, and we're creating what it is that we want. The things that get in our way of creating are our own resistances towards creating, our belief system about what we can create, how we're going to create it, whether we can create it, whether we're deserving enough to create it, whether we're good enough to create it. So many different, whether we've got the money to create it. There's so many different fears pop up in us that stop us from believing in these creations. But as soon as you thought it, it was created. It started to get created in the energetic world, which is another dimension. It started to get created, and it's only because of our resistances that slow that process of creation down. But in omni-dimension interaction, I have a big project in mind. Can you check the energy around it? I'll check your energy. I'll check your energy, but Devaya, before I even touch anything here, just the fact that you've asked the question makes me feel that there are some doubts around your project and whether it will be as successful as you would like it to be. My advice is trust in what you're doing, trust in your big project, trust in the outcome of your project, that whatever the outcome is, it will always be in your best favor. Devaya, Devaya, Devaya. Devaya, you have fear, yeah. You asking the question shows you have fears around it. So you're like a number 4. It's that you made a decision to do something, which is this big project, but now you have fears around it. The guidance really is to ground yourself so that you can bring yourself to the gratitude of what is. And that helps with the insecurities that you're experiencing. Gravy, you're spreading the gravy all over the place, gravy. That's great advice as well. Know that it has already been successful and let yourself be propelled into its fruition. Oh, that's some gravy and a half. All right, Devaya. So let's see what your energy, how we can help you with your energy around this thing. Of why you're experiencing these doubts, where they're coming from. Devaya, may this reading be for the highest good of Devaya. Devaya, may you receive the information you need, Devaya. And may you be open to receiving it, Devaya. Let's get a couple of calabash messages for you as well, Devaya. May this reading be for the highest good of Devaya. May you receive, let's see if we can get a chime as well. May you receive the information you need. Oh, we got 2 chimes. And may you be open to receiving it. Oh, nice. Ooh, I like the chimes you got. Look at these chimes that you got. You got the 4-leaf clover and a dolphin. The 4-leaf clover for me is all about luck. No, it's about abundance, good things. And the dolphin for me is about fertility, things growing, things building, things being created and expanding. So, I mean, very nice. Very nice. The dolphin for me as well is about being sociable and friendly and flowing is having fun. You see dolphins jumping and playing in the sea and surfing with the surfers. They're always having so much fun. It's about living life in that way, living life how you want to be living life, experiencing the joys of life. The Ace of Clubs. The Ace of Clubs is a message around personal growth. Devaya, I'm just going to scroll down so I can see your name. Devaya. So I'm going to open these ones. I want to see what they say. The message for the Ace is take a breath. This is making so much sense. We have Archangel Azrael. I am supporting you in your grief. I am helping with change. Oh, I know this place is hard. It's really hard. But you're going to get there and you're going to just shine. Oh, so beautiful. We have the name Ruth. The name Ruth for me means that you have a grandmother figure with you. Not that your grandmother was called Ruth. It has nothing to do with the name of the person, but just that's what the name means. It's a representation for me. The name Ruth represents grandmother. So you have two spirits here. You have Archangel Azrael helping you or supporting you with your grief, helping with change, and Ruth, the grandmother figure, helping and supporting you as well. And then you have the dolphin, which is all about, like I said, growth and fertility and expansion. And then you have the four-leaf clover, all about things going your way, things working out, luck being on your side, abundance being yours, success being yours. So the Ace of Clubs is a personal growth message. The Ace is, like I said, take a breath. So this is a message of, it's a rebirth. The Ace for me is a message of a rebirth. There's very likely, especially because you've got this grief thing, but I would have said it even without this Azrael thing, but the fact that it come out kind of supported it even more. When the Ace comes out, generally there's something that's happened around you that has been very difficult to deal with. It could be somebody passing around you, but it could be as well, because this is personal growth, part of yourself that you're letting go of. That's not easy. When I experienced this not long ago, it's a very interesting place to be, because it's like, you know, you have these different stages of grief, and we always associate these different stages of grief with people that we've lost. But I believe that as we go through changes, we're changing, and when we're changing, there's certain parts of us that experience a loss of who we've been. I believe that's what happens to us, and it is a process to learn to get used to this newer version of ourselves, because we're not who we were, we're not who we are going to be. We're kind of in this in-between world of I don't really fit in with these people anymore. They don't really talk the way that... They don't really talk about the things that I'm really interested in. They're not really... I don't know. I don't feel comfortable around these people anymore. And then you're not really going to have that many people around you that are where you're going. So it is an uncomfortable place, because you don't really fit in with where you've been, and you don't really fit in with where you're going, because you are neither of these things at this moment. It's a bit like the caterpillar that goes into the cocoon, and now you're in this moment of a cocoon. So it's like there was something that happened around you that created this shift within you, that created this rebirth for you. It would have been something impactful for you. So it could be this project. You said you have a project. The Ace, generally, that's something that I speak about. You have a project that you've been working on, and you're not really sure about whether it's going or how it's going, and you're in your head, and it's just becoming murkier and murkier and murkier, and with all of the noise that's being created, is quite an anxious place as well. And it's taking that breath and trusting in what you've done, trusting in where you're moving, trusting in who you're becoming, because this is not just an Ace, but it's also got 3 clubs on it, which is a place of being comfortable with your human self. All of this, comfortable with that, but also comfortable with your energetic self. The 2 of them working together are the 3 for me. It's about the creativity that flows through you, the inspirations that flow through your imagination, the creations, whatever it is that you're bringing into your world, and about your human self, the physical self, to be able to bring that into physical. So I feel that this project for you is that. I feel it's something extremely personal to you, this project that you're bringing into the world, and that it will show you, not just you, but everybody, who you are. It's like this vulnerability that you're allowing out of yourself to be able to share this project. But without sharing this project, you're not stepping into who you are. You wouldn't be stepping into who you are. You'd be stepping away from what it is that you're capable of doing, because this is not just this project. This project is going far. This is just kind of the beginning of this project. There's a lot of expansion of this project that is to come. It feels really big. Really big. So this is like the cocoon stage. This is, okay, you've done the work, you've done the project, you've done all the work that you needed to. That's the caterpillar eating everything that it needs to. And then you put yourself in this cocoon, which is the processing. Okay, I've done all this work. Now let me process it. Okay, so what can come from this? What have I learned from this? What is my understanding from this? How can we grow from here? Where can we expand? And in that, little by little by little, you're getting stronger and your wings are getting stronger. And it allows you to break out of that cocoon and stand into this newer version of yourself. Stand in this more confident version of self. This new, revised, not just how you think and feel, but your body as well. You are experiencing a rebirth. I don't just mean like, like, something's changing in your world, but it's like everything is changing in your world, because you are making a fundamental change within you. It creates everything around you to change. And not just change, but you've got the dolphin and the four-leaf clover, which is all about greatness, no? And you've got the support of Archangel Ezreal in your grief, which I said, I feel it is part of yourself that you're losing, that there's a grief for. It could be somebody else outside of yourself as well. And it could be, if it is somebody else outside of yourself, it could be that part of you that you feel you're losing is connected to that person. And that's why it feels extremely difficult, because it's like, if you lose this part of yourself, you're no longer connected to this person. But that person is no longer who they were either. They were that person in life, but they're not that person on the other side, because we don't have ego. We don't have judgment. We're just love. That we're not the same people once we pass over. Everything that we experience here is to understand the contrast. Once we're on the other side, there is no contrast. It is just what it is. So this is really nice. You have a lot of support around you, Devaya. A lot of support around you as you're experiencing this regrowth. It's really allowing yourself to stand tall in who you are, in the confidence that you deserve to give yourself, because of this work that you've put in to creating a change in your world. To creating a big change in your world, because this is not little. Nothing about your reading is little. It's all very big. That's why it feels very big to me, what you're doing and what you're bringing into the world. It feels very big. So I hope that helps, Devaya. I think we need to recognize and appreciate all aspects of our being and growth. To deny an aspect we've evolved from would be to reject our current state of being. It's not to deny, but there are certain parts of ourselves that we are no longer that person. And it's not to deny that part, but it's to let go of that part, to have understanding that it's like somebody leaving your life. When somebody leaves your life, is to have that acceptance that that person is no longer there with you. And I feel that the same is relevant for us as people, that we have certain parts of ourselves that it's not that we're letting that part go, but it doesn't have control. We've learnt what we needed to learn from it, and we've grown from that. We don't have to be that anymore, because we've grown, we've ascended from that place. And I feel that's what's happening with Devaya. But I don't believe in denying us either. Every part of us is imperfection. But I do believe that we need to let go of parts of ourselves. To deny another would be to deny ourselves. All expressions of every divine thread deserve love and respect, definitely. And hurt is not a completion. Big or small, we all deserve unconditional love and care completely. Much love, my spirits, until we connect again. Know your value, love yourself preemptively. Oh, shanti, shanti, shanti. Gravy, thank you very much for your inputs. Very nice. Very nice. I appreciated everything that you said. It's nice to have interactions, and especially you're very deep in what you say and how you see things. It's very interesting to read other ideas. I've appreciated you a lot. Devaya, thank you very much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Adriana, lovely to meet you. Take care of yourself. Both of you, I'm sure you're going to do extremely well when it's trust yourselves in the process that you're experiencing. There is a link on my channel on this description. There will be a link that takes you to my website. If you feel drawn to, if you would like to leave a message about your reading on the website, please feel free to do that. It would be appreciated. If you would like a private reading, anybody, then the link is below. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. CET. And have a wonderful day. Very nice to spend my morning with you this morning. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.